Starting last week, if it could go wrong, it went wrong.
Mike, can't hear.
If it doesn't matter what it was. I mean, we're the genius couple that travels with a baby and 2 other kids from a 9-hour ride. So there's challenges in itself in that. But from the air conditioning going out to our tax bill coming an hour before we leave for this trip, and the amount of money that I took to this trip is exactly what my tax bill was. To my wife backing into a rock that she didn't see up by the cottage. If it could go wrong, it went wrong. You know, we paid the cell phone bill, but yet it still got turned off an hour before we walked out of our house. But you know what? We came. And we fought more in the last 3 days than we have in the last 6 years of our marriage. And I mean some good fights. Take everything out of my reach because it's going to go through the wall. That's how good the fights were. And we have not fought like that for a long time. But we came back. And I go to these workshops. And I got to the point where I didn't want to go to another workshop because I didn't want to see one more thing that I had to do for me to better the life of my family. Because I couldn't take on the things that I saw already. So I held back. I held back at the house. And I got a swift kick in the butt. And I met my wife at a workshop already in progress. And I finally got off my pity pot. And I had a fabulous day yesterday. And I went to the pastoral lunch. I'm not a pastor. I was told to go in that room. And I try to take at least one thing from every meeting that I go to. And the one thing I choose to take is his bad habit. Which is... you know, his bad habit is act first and then think about it. But that's my problem, is I'll overthink it and I won't begin one thing. So I tried that a little bit yesterday and I had a fabulous day. You know, and I'm going to say this in front of everyone here. When I see the movies and I see the placing of hands on people and everybody falling down, I never quite grabbed onto that 100%. Like, you know, how does human flesh turn into 500 dominoes? I don't get it. I do believe, but I just don't quite grasp that part. And yesterday, I looked at my friend Doug, and I just looked at him. It's like he wanted me to say something to him, but I couldn't. I still can't even begin to tell you how my legs just stopped working last night. He wasn't pushing me, and those other guys weren't pulling me. It had happened. And, you know, I've smoked for 20 years of my life, and I know it hasn't been that long, but I have yet to crave one.
You have made our day, really. I always say what I mean what I say. So really, I think, seriously, no offense to the others, but I